Hi, I'm Alex Cartwright with Laughing Life Healing, and today I want to talk to you guys about some different common issues that people have that cause them to think that they're bad at meditation. So, we're going to address several of the ones that I hear again and again today. If you have any others, feel free to leave a comment or question, and I can try to address your issue as well. So, the first one is that there's this really common misconception that meditation is about shutting off your mind and not thinking anymore. Well, that's a really tall order for most of us. I'm sure there are probably some monks that can do it, but most of us, that's not our goal. So, actually, the fact that your mind wanders is an asset to your meditation because one of the most basic principles of meditation is to increase your ability to focus. And when you are meditating and you're focusing, usually to begin with, you're going to focus on your breath. Then when your mind wanders, you bring it back to your focus. Like I said, usually your breath at first. And every time that you do that, you are strengthening your ability to focus. So it's literally strength training for your brain. So it's great that your mind wanders because you're giving yourself lots of opportunities to strengthen that skill. So the next big issue that people come to me with is that they can't visualize, which is so not true. I promise you can visualize. So any of you that have been following me for a while know that I usually refer to any meditations that are normally called visualization meditations as perception meditations because there's a lot of different sense perceptions that happen in these meditations, not just visualization. There's also there's all of the senses: smell, taste, touch, sound, all of it. So we use our sense perception subconsciously all the time. When you crave a certain food, you can taste it in your mind. That's a sense perception. When you go to the grocery store, you are visualizing the route in your head. If you couldn't do that, you could go anywhere without a GPS. So you can definitely use your sense perception. It's really super easy for you, I promise. You just have to realize what you're doing. All right, so the next issue is a lot of people have problems with falling asleep during meditation. So there's a couple different ways to approach this. One is meditate at night before bed. And then if you fall asleep, you've actually done yourself a favor. I actually do meditations aimed at helping myself fall asleep in bed at night. That is a daily ritual for me. It's a great way to ensure that you're getting a daily meditation in when you're first developing the habit, and it helps you get a great night's sleep, so there's really no losing. If you are having a really hard time though, like you really want to meditate during the day and be awake and develop alertness and that sort of thing, well, there's a few different things you can do. One is you can change your position. If you are lying down, obviously you could try sitting up. If you have pain issues that keep you from being able to sit comfortably, you could try standing. Some people are more able to stand than they are able to sit. Another option is when you're lying down, you can raise your arm up into the air. And when you do that, then if you start to drift off, your arm will fall and it'll wake you up. Another option is moving meditations. These are actually really wonderful for people with chronic pain. The walking meditation labyrinths are fantastic. I recently posted on my Facebook page, of course this video is going to be up for a long time, but whatever, of this website that allows you to search for walking labyrinths in your area. Really neat. So I'm sure you could find it on a search engine. But the ability to mindfully move and tune into your body can be really helpful. So you might be someone who needs a moving meditation. Yoga is hatha yoga is a form of moving meditation. Tai Chi, Qigong, your exercise routine can actually be done with a mind of meditation. When you go walking or jogging, you can choose different things to focus on. You can focus on the scenery around you, seeing how many different things you could notice that you normally would disregard. You can practice focusing on your body and how it processes the movements and what it's trying to tell you about its health. So there's lots of different options there. All right, next one. I just really cannot relax. Well, there's two forms of this that I come across. One is mental and one is physical. I'm going to address mental first because that's a shorter explanation. If you, this really usually ties in to the whole thing of being paranoid about your mind wandering. If you really can't relax, that just really means that you need to, for the most part, if you have a hard time relaxing mentally. So the more you practice meditating, the easier it will get. And it doesn't need to be for long periods of time. If you can just sit and focus on your breath for a few minutes every day, that's great. Also, if there is something that keeps popping into your head again and again and again when you are trying to focus on something else, maybe you need to look at it and see if there's a way to deal with it. And that can even be if it's something completely out of your hands, just realizing that you need to let it go because there is nothing you can do at the moment. That can help a lot. There's so much that we spend energy on just ruminating about in our mind, things that never actually come to pass, possibilities, fears, and whatnot. And we spend so much energy with these thoughts. So the more that we can address them and allow them to become molehills instead of mountains, it's really a wonderful thing. And meditation is just such a great tool for developing your ability to relax, to react less to things or slower so that you don't overreact. It is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful for learning about yourself, learning how to listen to yourself, getting in tune with what your body needs, what your mind needs, who you are, what you want, what you really, really want. Not just what you have been conditioned to think on a conscious level. It's a wonderful tool for retraining your brain at a subconscious level to be who you want to be. It's just a wonderful thing. So, okay. Last up is I just can't relax physically. Usually this has to do with physical pain. I'm no stranger to chronic pain. I've had fibromyalgia since I was 14, and until a few years ago, it was really bad. A few years ago, I finally tapped into what I needed to manage it. But for about 16, almost 17 years, I was in massive amounts of pain almost all the time. So I definitely get how distracting pain can be. One of the biggest keys to unlocking meditation when you have chronic pain is to allowing yourself to stop fighting your pain. Sort of like I was talking about, if you can't relax mentally, stop fighting whatever your brain is so focused on that you're not trying to focus on. With your pain, if you allow it, it really makes a difference. I'm not saying it's going to get rid of your pain, but when you actually just say, okay, it's all right, I'm totally accepting of this and how it is, it can really help your body release some of the tension, and your pain levels can actually decrease. You can also practice, there's different meditations that are specifically for pain management, focusing in on helping to relax the pain. You can look for those. I have several on my YouTube channel. So yeah, acceptance, belief, those are huge things. Setting your intention for what sorts of life conditions you want to manifest. It's all really super powerful, and I'm so excited for you to delve in and see what it can do to help you live your best life. So again, I'm Alex Cartwright with Laughing Life Healing. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll check out the other content on my website, laughinglifehealing.com. If you are just beginning with meditation, definitely make sure to check out my Bare Breath Basics meditation, and join me on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time for a live meditation moment on the Laughing Life Healing Facebook page. All right, you guys, thank you so much.